broke my finger.
Hi,
everybody.
This is day 2 of our trip, and
On the ground, yes.
yes, we woke up early this morning after a long night of sleep for the first time in 3 days. And then we went to we had Bible study and ate lovely food, and then went to
Nathan.
yes, our missionary son's Nathan's sports day. That's like
He's
day.
5.
He's 5, and he goes to a Christian school here in Swaziland, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and we're working with 2 sets of missionaries, Wayne and Barbara, and Steve and Monica Allen. Wayne and Barbara Myers, Steve and Monica Allen. Steve and Monica have 2 kids,
Lacey and Nathan.
Lacey and Nathan is who we went and saw the field day. He's 5, and Lacey is 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Yes, and there were actually a lot of like English-speaking Caucasian people at the school, which was really surprising.
And they
That
sounded
means white.
That means white. Oh my lord. They sounded like Australian, but they were like British Australian, which what's her name? Monica said that British and Australian and South African
all kind of sound the same,
kind of sound the same.
which was pretty cool.
And then we went, we just came back to the missionary house real quick and ate lunch. What did we eat?
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Dogs.
Russian dogs.
Russian
Russian
dogs.
dogs.
Kind of
Russian
like
dogs.
little fat, short, little hot dogs. But I asked Nathan if he wanted a hot dog, and he was like, "What is that?" So that was kind of interesting because he didn't know what a hot dog was.
Yeah.
And he has a South African accent.
Oh,
it's so
cute.
It's so
Yes,
precious.
He's so
hard.
cute.
Oh my gosh.
But Lacey's really cute too. She's
Yeah.
really talkative and really fun.
Yeah.
Very
But
grown
they
up.
said Nathan picked up the accent just from like being at school and stuff, because there's a lot of like South Africans that go there, so that's really neat.
And their preschool, just saying, if God ever opens the opportunity, I will flip and open that thing.
Mhm.
Because it was like a little private Christian preschool, and they all spoke English. And it was really cool.
It was really cool.
So after lunch, we got to go with Steve to Lesi Bovu, which is a little area in Swaziland, and he's been leading a Bible study there for 6 years. Him and Togozani. And
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday. He actually helped found the church and everything, but today was his last Sunday teaching this Bible study because he's going to give it off to the other people, to the other actual people who live there, so that they can take over with the ministry. And so we got to sit down on that. And
That was so
we,
good.
Oh,
On the way there, though, like the truck is called a
Baki.
Baki. Me and Sam sat in the very back, which is like the bed of the truck, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we picked up people along the way, which was really cool. And we picked up this guy named David, but his real name isn't David. He just told us it was David.
What's his name?
Goose-Amy.
Goose-Amy.
Like a goose, because he's a goose and he lies all the time.
He is, nothing out of his mouth is the truth.
No.
But it's funny.
It is funny.
Never believe that he is from Texas, Hawaii, that he's married.
Or has a
Or has a
6-month-old
six-month-old
Or it has a
child.
6-month-old baby, yeah.
But, and then we get there, and they leave. Mr. Steve goes to pick up some of the kids that we saw down the road, and we walk into the church, and that was considered the church, right?
Yeah.
It was,
It was like in somebody's house.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
a home.
yeah. And they put out the mats, and Sam took off her shoes, and so I took off my shoes.
And
So
then
did
I I think you were the poor last person.
Yeah, and then Swazi lady saw me not have my shoes on, and I wasn't standing on the mat because I couldn't fit on the mat because there were so many people on the mat, and she like was so offended that I had my shoes off, and she was like, "Put your shoes on, and I
I
was
think
like,
she was looking out for you more than she was like offended.
"Yeah," but it just made me feel bad because I was trying to be respectful and take my shoes off like everybody else, and then I got yelled at, so I did the wrong thing, but it was okay.
The funniest part was then, like, as the service got started, Togozani grabbed my hand and pulled me up and then pulled somebody else
I
up.
was beside
And then we walk outside and we're like, okay, I guess we're sitting in on the kids' Bible study. But then Goose Amy's up there and he's like, do you girls have a Bible story you want to share with the whole, for the group?
For kids' church.
Mm-hmm.
So we chose a story with was.
Creation.
And we butchered it.
All the times we've heard the creation story, we couldn't quite get them in order.
It was a little bit hard though because we were speaking, or Mary did it. She was speaking in English, and then Gusani was translating Swati. Gusani, damn it. Was translating in Swati, and so we'd have to, she'd have to pause after a sentence, and he'd translate it. But she kind of
the
forget
best
the train of
part
thought.
was when Mary Elizabeth acted out what a fish looked like, and all the kids thought it was hilarious.
They did.
They
So cute.
They're dying.
But we got really confused with the days and what creation was because
We got a little mixed up.
Mary's Bible apparently is weird.
She wasn't
My Bible. No, she said the Bible told it differently. But it really didn't. We were just
At the
really
end of the day,
Yeah.
the kids understood the story. We got it right.
Even if they think that the world was created in 3 weeks. I mean,
No, we all got it. We acted it out.
Yes. And then I'm trying to reply to these kids in Spanish.
I'll speak in Hausa, whatever.
Oh, it's funny.
But we had to play a game with them.
Mm-hmm.
That Sarah and Bethany came up with the partner tag game where you link arms and then run around, and if someone links here, then she goes or whatever.
Yeah.
And they loved it. It was so good. It was really fun.
and I tried to take a baby from a child so that she could play because she's a little she had to be 7 at the
6 or 7,
oldest.
yeah.
And she had a little baby attached to her, and I didn't want her to have to run with the baby, and I wanted her to be able to play, and the baby was really cute, so I really wanted to hold it, so it was 3 good, awesome things. So I go to take the baby from her, and the baby busts out crying, and I was like, oh,
And
crud.
then Gusani
Told you to give it back.
Yeah, he's like, give it back to her. I was like, dang. And so I gave it back to her. She didn't even get to play. I'm so upset about it still.
But the coolest part about that whole church thing was the 3 of us. Well, she was rocking it, worshiping. The 3 of us, when they first started singing, it was 3 kids that led the worship when they started singing. And I was standing in the back between the women, and they're off to the side. And I turn over and I see Bethany with tears in her eyes, and then Sarah with tears in her eyes, and I was getting tears in my eyes because it was just so beautiful. I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah,
It was just really cool.
Yeah, they said they've heard this twice, but I thought it was cool because in the States and with us being Joyful Sound and just with music and how it is, they always want to make sure that they sound good, and you do sound checks and make sure your mic is at a certain level and that your guitar sounds this way, and they literally just got up there and sang, and it's everything was so natural. The harmonies were absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It's just natural. They've never heard any kind of music. They just sing, and it was so cool because it's just a God-given talent. So, yeah.
It's funny, they, I don't even think we could ever have, a 10-part harmony, but for somehow,
They
hit
do
notes.
it.
You don't even
Yeah,
know
it's amazing.
It
It's
was
amazing.
seriously when we got in there and they were singing, it was just an overwhelming feeling.
Yeah.
It wasn't we were even, I don't know. For me, it wasn't even. I was just watching them, and it was just emotional.
Yeah.
Emotions
Yeah.
just started overwhelming
It was so-
me because these
yeah.
people don't have anything, but yet they are worshiping with even more joy than a lot of times than I am, and it's just really humbling to see that.
All I could think was in the Bible where it says every nation, every tongue will
Mhm.
proclaim my name, and I was just it was overwhelming.
It was awesome.
It was so overwhelming. It was really really good though.
And then we got back in our buggy.
Baki.
And we all got on the back.
Yes.
It was so fun.
All motion
It
sickness
was
everywhere.
Togazani and
Gusani.
Gusani and
It was 4. We're all in the back. Wait, there were 3 seats.
Wait,
in
there
the
were 3
car
more
park.
2 more people. Before
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Before
before
they got
that.
on. They got on.
Yeah,
and
we
then
dropped
that
them off.
lady.
The lady was in the back seat, but yeah, she was there.
2
too.
boys or something.
So we dropped them off, and then the whole way back, we're just chatting it up with Gusani.
Because they speak English.
It's
okay.
Gusani and what's that other?
Togazani.
Togazani. Who's our translator?
Yeah!
Oh, we gotta tell that part. I'm so excited to tell that. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get back in our bogie, and we just come back to the place, and we eat, right, first?
We
got
ate
KFC.
KFC.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much better here.
It's
So much better.
So much
It is.
better.
Mashed potatoes and fried chicken.
And
coleslaw.
coleslaw.
Yeah.
And brownies.
Oh, we have
And
brownies and
ice
ice
cream. Holy
So
Kit
good.
Kat.
Good.
It was good.
It was Kit Kat ice cream.
Oh yeah, can I tell a really awesome story?
Yeah.
So like, okay, I actually like the only reason I was rocking out today is because like I could understand some of what they were saying because I came last summer. But sometimes I know that we don't feel like we are, you know, doing a whole lot of work. But we found out that there was a Muslim girl we met last summer, and she actually just got baptized like a couple weeks ago, which is awesome. So hopefully we'll get to hear these kind of stories like when we come back.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
But
That's
crazy.
awesome.
But anyway, after we ate dinner, we kind of had a little meeting about what we were going to be doing and just getting a lot more clarity about why we're here and
They told us what church we would be going to tomorrow.
right.
Me and Sam are going to Sanguini?
Yeah.
Sanguini. And
Yeah.
Bethany and Mary are going
To Hawane.
Hawane. Yes.
Yeah.
Which was where she was last summer.
Right.
Mhm.
So it's going to be really special for Mary to see
It will be.
all the people that she met last summer. But we had just a meeting and we learned about what we're going to be doing and who we're going to be with.
Partnered with.
Yeah. Awesome. Because we are splitting up, but it's so cool. The story's so cool.
This is what's funny is that we were really sad, and I know I was really sad about us being split up. But after tonight and talking with the missionaries about the reasoning, like me and Bethany are together, and then Sam and Mary are together, and the reasoning behind it is just like worked out perfectly.
It's so
Yeah,
great.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it really is cool.
Y'all can explain yours and we'll explain ours. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they said that they had just prayed over it and really talked about it and thought about it, and that they felt like, you know, Mary and Sam should be together and me and Sarah. And they said that Sarah and I were going to be in...
I don't even know how to say it. Something with a P.
Just some
wait, where's the paper? And I can tell y'all.
Oh, it's right. Sam falls a lot. It's over.
What's over there?
on the floor.
So me and Bethany are going to this place, and it's like
Y'all are going to Puzamoya.
Puzamoya.
Oh, should I say where we're going?
Where's ours? It has a click in
We're
it.
going to Mafukula.
Yeah.
so the two African girls get the really cool like African talk because they
Well,
did
Yeah.
they're well y'all tell y'all we'll tell us.
Yeah.
Well. Okay. Well,
Wait, do you want us to go first? Or
Oh, I guess.
no, y'all go. Y'all go.
Okay.
Y'all go.
Okay.
We're in a homestead with a teacher, which is so cool
Because we're education majors.
and we're in the same cohort, and we're in the same homestead, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
And what's really kind of shocking is we have running water and electricity
Mhm.
and a toilet.
and a
Yeah.
toilet. We don't have to use a poop hole.
I'm so excited.
Hallelujah.
But I prepared my heart for it. So if it has to happen, then it's okay.
And what else did they say?
TV. Y'all have a TV.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, y'all
have
have
TV.
TV.
But they
Yes.
said that this place has a lot of youth and has
A lot of support. Like
Yeah.
it was like the first place they went and like was it the first
when,
place they
when
went and
Monica
established
was a
things?
journeyman, she
Yeah.
went there, and so she knows a lot of the people, like the older people who are like pastors in the churches and things like that, because she got to mentor them, which is really awesome.
Yeah, and there's 4 churches like in that little village or
Mhm.
homestead or whatever it's called, and we'll like
Go to-
rotate
right.
from each church. So that'd be really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like there's like a lot of youth, and like we'll be going into schools every day and doing our True Love Waits presentations. And she said the area that we're in is really, 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 really acceptive to acceptive. Is that
Receptive.
receptive? Receptive.
Great word.
To True Love Waits, and so that would be really cool. And they actually like want us in their schools. And then, like, on the side, we'll just be building relationships with, I cannot talk right now. We'll be building relationships with the youth and the community of people there. So it'll be really exciting.
Okay, for us,
Cool.
we are going, like I said, Mafukula. and they are Mafukula.
Clicky, I can't do
Anyway, they chose me and Sam. First of all, because there's not much English spoken. It's really a lot poorer, I guess. And a lot of children can't go to school there. And
It's 10 kilometers off the road, so they have to hike like
Go
10
to
miles.
the dirt. Yep.
10 miles. 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers is like less
Close.
than 1 kilometer. I think is less than a mile. Right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
Just a little less than 10.
something like that.
So, there's not much English spoken there, which is why we have an incredible translator, Togozane. Can't wait. You want to tell about a little more? I guess also they chose because me and Sam have been to Africa before. I've been to Swaziland and she's been.
I've been in the middle of nowhere, so.
And y'all have electricity though, right?
Yeah, we do have electricity,
do.
but I think we have a poop pole, which is gonna be awesome because poop poles are great. What else? But
We'll go to
they
the community tap for water and stuff.
yeah.
And they play
they have
soccer
that.
there.
Yeah, they have a lot of soccer there, which is another reason they said why they placed me because hello, duh. But so it'll be really fun.
And then we'll have getaway days when we come back here.
Mhm.
And then we'll also have days where like our team and their team can meet up in
meet
like
up.
the city.
Because
Which
we
will be really
run those
fun.
SIM card things, yeah. And we're going to Kruger!
Not the store.
At the end of the that's Kroger.
It looks like it on the paper.
At the end, like the week before we leave, we go to Kruger.
It's 3-day safari.
Yeah.
Be jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to see lions and tigers and bears and
Giraffes
No.
and zebra stuff.
Hopefully, if they're out, they might
Hopefully we'll
hide.
get to taste one of those too.
But we get to do
Yeah.
it for 4 days.
Or 3.
It's 4 days, 4 days.
Nights.
2
3
nights.
days. But anyway, so
Still
it's
more than
been,
I would get to if we didn't come back.
yeah. But it's been an awesome time so far. And
Sorry to take away
we'll
30
keep-
minutes of your life.
yeah, but we'll keep you updated.
Yes.
So we're loving it. And
We
we
love
miss
you.
you. And
We'll keep
Love
you
you,
updated.
everybody. Love you, Mom and Dad. Miss
Bye.
you.
Bye. Well,
Push this
almost
way,
bye.